Okay, let's get started. This is another N.I.N.A tidbit. I've been troubleshooting an issue that I had connecting with my Chrome remote desktop on my workstation that I'll be using from home to attach to my Ryzen mini computer that will be part of the Edge HD configuration down in Starfront. And right now this box is just within arm's reach away. And what I wanted to call out, I was not seeing the performance that I was looking to see. And when I tried to open up N.I.N.A, once I connected with Chrome Remote Desktop, N.I.N.A would just open up to a totally white screen, and then I would lose the ability to do anything else on the remote computer. So I'm going to try and demonstrate that here. So let's go back here and let's connect to the Ryzen via Chrome Remote Desktop. So this all looks the way I would like it to be. And the other thing you're probably aware, when you're connecting via remote, you cannot change any of the settings on the display settings on the remote computer. So if you're not aware, you need to keep that in mind. And so now you see here I get normal performance and everything. I can access things. And but when I go to start N.I.N.A, let's see what happens. So it opens just fine. But if we go in here to advanced settings, you see that I turned hardware acceleration off. Up until now, when I was using N.I.N.A and connecting to it remotely, I was had hardware acceleration on, but I was also using Windows Remote Desktop. It seems like there's some interaction between Chrome Remote Desktop and N.I.N.A. I don't really know what that is. So what I want to see is if I can simulate. I'm going to turn this off. Or correction, I'm going to turn it on. It requires a restart, so I'm going to turn this off. Okay, and we still have the ability to control things and everything. So now I am going to disconnect from the Ryzen, and we're going to go up here, we're going to disconnect. And now I'm going to go ahead and reconnect. And everything looks good at this point. Got control of desktop. Performance is okay, so. I might test on the maximum frame rate. I might work to change that. But that for right now, I think we're good. So now I'm going to start N.I.N.A. And this is what I was getting. So it took me a little bit to figure out, and I can fix this right now in the sense that I do have a display over here that I can connect to the Ryzen. So I'm going to do that right now. So okay, with the display connected, it loads here, but what I really want to do is I want to go back into the options, and I want to turn hardware acceleration off, and there's a note there that this will enable or disable hardware accelerator rendering of the application. It says in case you are having rendering issues or the application is turning blank when using a remote software while there is no monitor attached, disabling hardware acceleration might be beneficial. keep in mind that disabling hardware acceleration might reduce overall application performance. Changing the value will require an app restart to take effect. So what I'm actually going to do is I am going to turn this off. Okay. And I'm going to disconnect. And then I'm going to disconnect here. And now I'm going to remove the monitor that's attached to the Ryzen right now. Okay, so there's no monitor attached. And now let's reconnect. Okay, desktop looks good. I can open stuff up. And now let's try and start N.I.N.A. So if you're having issues, maybe you are or were a Windows remote desktop user like I have been up until now. You may have been using hardware acceleration on, which is where it was set for me, and I didn't notice any issues connecting remotely with Windows Remote Desktop. But in the process of making sure that I could connect with Chrome, I was running into several issues, and the answer was to turn the hardware acceleration off. So I don't know, maybe you don't remote into your N.I.N.A instance using Chrome Remote Desktop, but my understanding and talking to people going into Starfront observatories, that is the way to handle connection. So I had to make sure that I'm able to connect and get the proper screen scale and resolution so that when I'm working with it remotely, everything looks good. So if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, clear skies.